Welcome back to Cooking with Hua. Today I'm gonna make some fresh spring rolls, so stay tuned for the tutorial. You would need the following ingredients to make the fresh spring rolls. You will need some rice paper, and I like this brand. This is the 3 Lady brands. And you will also need some vermicelli noodles, shrimp, and Vietnamese ham. I'll show you the fresh herbs and the sauce later. So I like to soak my vermicelli noodles first before I cook them. I'm just going to use half the package. So this is 14 ounces, so I'm gonna use 7 ounces or 200 grams. Here you go. Add some water into the bowl with the vermicelli noodles to soak. While your vermicelli noodles are soaking, you can start to boil the water. Once the water starts to simmer and it's hot, you can cook the noodles. Now, since I pre-soaked the noodles ahead of time, it's not going to take long for the noodles to cook. Make sure that you stir the noodles in between, otherwise it might stick to the bottom of the pot. You'll want to drain the noodles in a bowl of very cold water so they can stop cooking the noodles. And you'll rinse it through a few times until the water turns clear. I did show you how to cook these same vermicelli noodles in my previous video, so I will link it up here. I'm just dividing the noodles to the size that I'm going to make my fresh spring rolls. This makes it easier to grab and to roll your spring roll. Here are the vermicelli noodles ready to be made to fresh spring rolls. I have some cilantro, green onions, carrots, English cucumber, and some mint that I'm going to put in the fresh spring rolls. I'm going to wash and prepare all the vegetables. Slice the fully cooked shrimp in half, and like I said, the package already came as fully cooked. I'm going to put this in the fridge. This is already ready to eat. It's Vietnamese ham, and I'm going to cut them. It has some peppercorn in here, and I'm going to cut it into strips. If you're not able to find this, feel free to use turkey deli or chicken deli meat. I don't have any pork belly, so that's why I'm using this. Here you go. Just gonna put it in a container. I'm gonna make the peanut sauce. You can use any type of peanut butter you want. Just make sure you have about 1/4 cup. You can use chunky or spreadable. It's really up to your choice. Here you go, 1/4 cup. Put it into a small saucepan. Now you're going to use some hoisin sauce. Super easy recipe. Oops. And squeeze about 1/4 cup as well. Sorry for the noise. Almost out. About 1/4 cup. you go. Doesn't have to be exact. It'll work just fine. And I like it with a little bit of sweetness. And because some of my little niece is going to dip their fresh spring rolls into this sauce as well, I'm not going to put any hot pepper. But I am going to add in about a teaspoon of sugar. And this isn't necessary. If you don't have coconut milk, go ahead and just use water. But since I have it, I'm going to use it. And I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup first. Okay, and then I'm going to heat it on low. Okay, and I have this on low. Just going to heat this up. And you can thin it out too with some water if it's a little bit too thick. I'm going to see how a 1/4 cup looks like right now. This dip will probably be good for about 6 to 8 fresh spring rolls, depending on how much sauce you like. Just going to mix this around. And I might put in a little bit more water because this is a little bit too thick for me. I have it on low, and this is the consistency that I like my dip to be in. And as it cools down, it's going to get a little bit thicker. And if it turns out it's a bit too thick, you can thin it out and just microwave it. You should coat the back of your spatula like this. Then it's ready. If you're not a fan of coconut, feel free to substitute it with just water. I had it on hand, so I decided to add it. I have everything prepped. The shrimp, Vietnamese ham, all my vegetables and herbs, and my noodles. Let's get started on wrapping their fresh spring rolls. Here's my spring roll wrapper. This is a 12-ounce. I'm just going to take this over to the sink and quickly wet it. It's not going to take long. This is how it looks like. I'm going to wet it really quick. Just took it over to the sink area and just quickly wet it. And now I am going to put it down. Here is my noodle. Now I like cabbage, so I'm going to also put this in as well because I love the different colors. And I'm gonna have some onions, love onions, and some cucumber. I love mint. Mint goes well with this. I love mint. And I also love cilantro. So this is all gonna go. And I have some of the Vietnamese ham. So I'm gonna put some right over here at the end. And then I'm going to wrap. Hopefully it all stays together. Then I'm going to bring in the side. Here we go. And start wrapping it. And right here, I'm going to place my shrimp down. Let's see which way. I'll place it this way. Down. And then I'm going to continue to roll. And this is my spring roll. Let me see if I can cut this. Oh yeah. Here we go. Beautiful. I'm gonna cut this one too. See all the different colors? And here is the fresh spring roll. I just cut them in half. And I just added a little bit of sriracha because I just like it with a little bit of spice. Now it's time to taste test. They just look so beautiful. Look at all the different colors in here. And my shrimp. Here's my sauce that I made earlier. First bite. This is so good. Thanks for watching Cooking with Hua. I really hope you enjoyed my fresh spring roll recipe. This is absolutely delicious. And you can get all your veggies in. You can put any kind of protein you want. I will see you next time. Bye.